Hello, Daniela. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hi, teacher. Yes, I can hear you.
How are you?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Mhm. How are you?
Um, okay. Only this time change, is good and bad at the same time.
Which one in Mexico?
No, it's in North America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I believe Central America too.
So it's like,
Bolivia, Bolivia is one of the countries that doesn't do any time change.
yes. Yes, we don't have this kind of change. Um, I don't remember. I think the last year when I was in the United States in November, yes, it was different. The hour.
Yeah.
I don't understand why, but okay. I think it's because I'm a president, right? I don't I read about it, but I don't know. I don't understand why.
Well, the thing is, time change was in Mexico. I remember it was established in the 90s, mid 90s, I think, because I was a
Mhm.
kid. And how they proposed this change was in order to optimize resources. You know,
Mm,
since you take advantage of daylight, you don't use much more energy. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So in reality, it was a proposal so that overall it's good for the world.
Okay, okay, I understand.
Okay. Which is good, but it also depends on people, their discipline,
Mhm.
right?
And
So
now it's 11 in your home,
no,
in your
10,
it's 10.
10 a.m.
Okay, it's 10.
And
Oh,
you are at noon, right?
yes,
Noon, yes. 2 hour difference.
10. Oh,
So
it's
yes,
early.
that's the thing. And since those changes, for example, in the US, they haven't changed the time. They haven't. So it depends on the on the zone. But for example, you were in Iowa. Now we have an hour difference.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yes. In California, we
mhm,
have like 2 hour difference, 3 hour difference. I'm sorry.
okay.
So yes. So it's a little bit difficult.
Yes.
And also with China and my meetings and stuff. So I was begging you could help me. uh,
No, it's okay. I understand. But um,
yes. But
mhm.
hopefully next week, US already changes time zone. So it's not going
Yes,
to be
I
bad.
think that in Sunday, on
It's
Sunday, right?
already, yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's how it is. But tell me, how was your weekend? How's your week? How
Like,
was everything?
it
Yes.
was okay. I went with my family to the cemetery to,
Mhm.
yes, and we had, and it's far from here, from my city, because
It's far.
my grandparents, yes, my grandparents are there. We have a cemetery here in the city, but we don't like it too much because it's not so pretty. And another cemetery is very pretty. It's like with nature and with it's with flowers, and it's not too sad to go there, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like maybe 1 hour from here. No, 2 hours. 1 hour and a half. Yes, and
So
yes, we
it's not that close, right?
it's not that close. Yes, but we have to do a lot of things before to go. So yes, it was funny and sad too, but I like to be with my family. I have a huge family, so um
You
I
mentioned
can.
that before.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, but we are a lot cousins, a lot aunties, uncles, my mom, my brother. Ugh, it's a lot people. We don't need friends. Yes, it was nice, but I am sick. I am again sick with my tummy. I don't I don't know why. I think that it's 1 month already that I am here. And well, maybe I have to go to the doctor. I don't know.
Well, try not to uh, eat too heavy, you know.
But I don't eat. That's the
That's the
problem. Well, I
thing.
eat, yes, but not too much. I don't understand what happened with my tummy. Maybe I don't know. I heard that in the United States, they always um, like over clean the food. And here is not like this.
So your stomach
Uh,
needs to get used to it.
yeah, but it's
Well,
annoying.
do you drink chamomile tea,
Uh,
manzanilla?
oh, no.
Okay, try drinking that.
Yes,
Chamomile tea.
will.
It's gonna
I
help.
will.
Te va a
Yeah.
ayudar. In Mexico, is common that we give chamomile tea to children because they're getting used to food, especially babies,
Yeah.
and it helps you settle your stomach and eases your stomach. So try drinking
Yeah.
that. Trust
I
me, it'll,
will.
it'll help you. Chamomile tea. Té de
Yeah.
manzanilla.
And it's hard too because maybe I will come back to the United States too. So
Oh man, when?
I have to do a lot change with my body, with my tummy, with the headaches too, because I have a lot of headaches here. Uh, okay.
Because of the altitude.
Yeah. hmm
Mhm.
And my city is the
Uh-huh.
highest city. And so
Really?
yeah.
Oh
It's
man.
hard to do exercise here. I
Yeah.
realize that. Yeah. Um, I never see that before, but when I came here again. No,
You
I
get
come
tired.
back. Yeah, I get tired, and it's not easy to go to the gym again and walk like I used to walk there. So,
That's why athletes that
mhm,
live in cold areas and
mhm,
uh, and high altitudes, they have a better uh, performance.
mm,
And
yes.
sometimes fighters, before a fight, they train in high altitudes and the cold weather because your
Mm,
body exercises more in those conditions under these conditions. So
mm,
so yes, I can imagine. So yes, it was a big change, and now your body's trying to get used to that. So
yes.
mhm.
And
It's
nice.
normal.
Yeah, that's fine. I am young.
It's normal. Yeah, it's normal. But also when it comes to the stomach, also help your stomach with teas, and it'll help you. Trust me.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Yes, I do that. Because I just got sick a couple of days ago,
Mm,
and the only thing that I could drink was chamomile tea, and it helped me a lot. And
how it goes in English?
chamomile,
Common.
chamomile, it's like French. Like, let me show you. For some
Okay.
reason, it's like French. Don't ask me why, but let me see. Let me show you my screen.
Okay.
Okay, can you see it?
Okay. I understand what is that, but chamomile.
Mhm.
Chamomile. Hmm. Very strange.
Sounds French, sounds Italian. I don't know,
Mhm.
but
Okay, thank you.
that's the way it is. Yes. Um, try it just like that. But if you rather prefer to sweeten your tea, use
Mhm.
honey.
Honey.
Don't
Okay.
use sugar. Use honey. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I will.
Okay. Awesome. So let's continue. Are you ready for today's lesson?
Mhm.
So give me just a second. All right. So we stayed here in episode 5 and we did the vocabulary, remember?
Yes.
Mhm. Let's go over the transcript and then we watch the video, okay?
Okay.
So let's just discuss a little bit about background information. So Daniel, or Dan, went already for the interview, right?
Yes.
He didn't do that well because he was just, uh,
Mhm.
I guess, too over himself, right?
Yes. Mhm.
And now we have Sarah. Sarah is about to go to the initial interview, and that's what we're going to read. So let's start, okay?
Okay. Hi, Sarah. I am Marcia Portman. We spoke on the phone. Oh, yes, I remember. I was having a bad day. This is Philip Hart, our CEO. Hello. It's very nice to meet you both. It says on your CV that you do voluntary work. Well, when I have time, yes, I do work at a center for children with difficulties. That must be very interesting. It's rewarding and challenging. Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about your current position? I am assistant sales director for a chain of language schools. So this post will be quite a change then. I don't think so, honestly, because the skills are the same despite the product. Why are you thinking of moving on? Mm, um, well, I've come as far as I can in my current position. I feel, and I am 28 now, and would love to take on some more responsibility. Let's move on to the managing people. Can you give us an example when you had to deal with a particularly difficult manager? Well, yes, I had two people working for me who didn't get along at all. They had no shared values, different temperaments, and used to argue a lot. It looked like it was impossible for them to work together. So I sat down with them and we talked about their differences and their problems. And after that, things went much more smoothly. How would you deal with a rapidly changing and uncertain global market? Oh, that's actually something I wanted to talk about in my presentation. But I say to stay flexible and to diversify markets and sales strategies. It says on your CV you speak French and Spanish. Yes, I do. I lived in both France and Spain for a while. Any plans to learn other language? I love to try. Okay, can you tell us about the time you had to close a particularly challenging deal? Well, the biggest contract I won, and the thing I am most proud of professionally, was with a large university in India to provide language training. The contract was full of technicalities, and the client was very picky, but I still pulled it off. Mm, Okay. Do you have any question for us? Yes, about your ethical policy and your carbon footprint. I was wondering whether you are planning to reduce your carbon footprint and whether all your products are ethically sourced. That's a very good question. That's something we are moving towards at the moment. Okay, well, let's move on the presentation. Mhm.
Okay, good. Now, any questions on all of the information that you read?
I didn't remember what is a carbon footprint.
Good question. Footprint. Remember, every company, it doesn't matter what company it is.
Mhm.
Imagine, even if you have a company, you have a food restaurant, you have a small business on food, you pollute, you contaminate at some level, right? How?
Mhm. Mhm.
Trash, you have waste, you use gasoline to transport uh, merchandise from one place to another one. So at some
Mhm.
point, you do create some carbon footprint.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
So big companies, I don't know, I can think of many, they are monitored on how they control their waste because the levels of pollution that they are interacting are much more bigger than just normal people, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So yes, government offices, departments are in charge of regulating and monitoring these companies and that they meet the criteria so that they can be uh, environment friendly businesses.
Mhm.
Okay, so yes,
Okay.
and this question that Sarah does just uh, let us know that she is worried and she's concerned about the environment, and that's
Yeah.
good because not that many people do that,
Mhm.
right?
It's
So
true.
yes,
Mhm.
and any more questions?
No.
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 Okay, so let's watch the video
Yeah.
in just a second.
Hi, Sarah. I'm Marcia Borden. We spoke on the phone.
Oh, yes, I remember. I was having a bad day.
And this is Philip Hart, our CEO.
Hello.
Hello, it's very nice to meet you both.
Says on your CV that you do voluntary work.
Well, when I have time, yes, I do work at a centre for children with difficulties.
That must be very interesting.
It's rewarding and challenging.
Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about your current position?
I'm Assistant Sales Director for a chain of language schools.
So this post would be quite a change then.
I don't think so, honestly, because the skills are the same despite the product.
Why are you thinking of moving on?
Well, I've come as far as I can in my current position, I feel, and I'm 28 now and would love to take on some more responsibility.
Okay, let's move on to managing people. Can you give us an example when you had to deal with a particularly difficult managee?
Well, yes, I had two people working for me who didn't get along at all. They had no shared values, different temperaments, and used to argue a lot. It looked like it was impossible for them to work together. So I sat down with them and we talked about their differences and their problems. And after that, things went much more smoothly.
How would you deal with a rapidly changing and uncertain global market?
Oh, that's actually something I wanted to talk about in my presentation, but I'd say to stay flexible and to diversify markets and sales strategies.
It says on your CV you speak French and Spanish.
Yes, I do. I lived in both France and Spain for a while.
Any plans to learn other languages?
I'd love to try.
Okay, can you tell us about a time you had to close a particularly challenging deal?
Well, the biggest contract I won and the thing I'm most proud of professionally was with a large university in India to provide language training. The contract was full of technicalities and the client was very picky, but I still pulled it off.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, about your ethical policy and your carbon footprint. I was wondering whether you are planning to reduce your carbon footprint and whether all your products are ethically sourced.
That's a very good question, and that's something we're moving towards at the moment.
Okay, well, let's move on to the presentation.
Okay, so what do you think?
This is better. This is a better interview because she was prepared. I think that she thought about the business too. So not only herself, and it was okay for the CEO and the interviewer, right?
Yes, that's correct. Okay, but let's answer some more questions. Are you ready? So are the sentences true or false? True or false? So number one.
Sarah has some experience of doing voluntary work. True.
Okay.
Sarah's role at the moment is assistant sales director. True. Sarah thinks that the new job will involve very different skills from her current job. False. Sarah wants a new job because she has too much responsibility in her current job. False. When two of her current staff had problems with each other, Sarah helped improve the situation. True. Sarah thinks it's useful to diversify business strategies. True. Sarah won a scholarship to go to the university in India. False. Sarah is interested in environmental issues. True.
Okay, good job. Any questions about this?
No. No. I'm okay.
Okay, let's continue. Circle the best answer to the interview questions. Number one.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your current position? Okay. I am assistant sales director for a chain of language schools. My main duties are, why are you thinking of moving on? I've come as far as I can in my current position. I would love to take on some more responsibility. Can you give us an example of when you had to deal with a particularly difficult managing? I had two people working for me who didn't get along. They had no shared values, different temperaments, and argue a lot. So I sat down with them and we talked about their difference and their problems. After that, things went much more smoothly. How would you deal with a rapidly changing and uncertain global market? I say to stay flexible and to diversify markets and sales strategies. Any plans to learn other languages? I love to try.
What about you? Do you have any plans to learn other languages?
I want. I was on classes of Italian before,
Mhm, mhm.
and it's not too difficult, but I I want to focus in one language now. So yes,
Okay.
I want to do again the other classes. Mhm.
All
Um,
right.
do you have any question for us? Okay, the letter B. Yes, about your ethical policy and your carbon footprint. Footprint, right? Yes. I was wondering
Yes,
whether
footprint.
footprint.
Okay. So, what are Sarah's good and bad points? Now, let's write about this. Give me 3 good and 3 bad points. Write them down and we discuss them. Okay. I'll give you 4 minutes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready, but I don't have the 3 bad points. I only have one and maybe two, but I didn't see bad points.
That's what we're
Because
going to discuss.
okay, so
So what about the good points?
okay. She was prepared for the interview.
That's one.
She was honest and cordial in her answers.
Mhm.
She knew what the job was about. Um, the bad points, I only have one, and she didn't have much experience of this position, and I have one, but I am not sure. Um, she is young for the new position that she is applying, but I
Yeah, well,
I am
because now that you have lived in the States, you have a different perspective.
yeah.
In Mexico, Central America, and South America, it's very common to have very young people in key positions. Now, the reason why it is necessary, and that's my personal opinion, to have people with more years in experience in those positions is because you learn many things over the years and you see things in a different way, right? When we are young and enthusiastic, perhaps we don't see the overall picture. And that's one of the things, for example, companies or the US in general in Canada, they value a lot. They value the experience in people.
Mm,
So in this case, Sarah applying for a job as a director, yes, she's too young.
mhm.
She's too young, but Philip mentioned something. Wetware is not a big company. So I guess that's one of the reasons why they are going to decide on hiring someone that is younger.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, maybe they could. But of course, they will take their chances.
Mhm.
Okay, any other bad point?
No. No, maybe only the experience. Nerd, but
Okay.
we'll see.
All right, no problem. Okay, good. So moving along, let's go to the next episode.
Mhm.
So now this is interesting. Sarah and Daniel and Sarah make the presentations. Will they impress the interviewers? Okay. So let's go into vocabulary. The first thing, brand awareness.
Awareness, brand awareness. Mm, mhm. Um, I don't know. Brand, maybe a method of analyzing a business situation. No, this is American. No, I don't
Okay,
know.
first let's see if you understand the vocabulary. What's brand?
Brand is,
Hmm?
I can say Spanish or English.
Either way, it's okay.
Okay. Marca.
Ujú. Y awareness, conocimiento de la marca.
Mhm. Hmm. Okay. They 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 got gathering an analysis of information about what consumers want. That
That would be market research because you're gathering and
Mm,
an analysis of information about what customers want.
mhm.
Do customers want corn tortillas or they want flour tortillas?
Okay. So brand awareness. A highly profitable business or product. Maybe that. No.
Highly profitable business or product? That would be more like a cash cow. What's profitable?
I don't know.
That makes a lot of money. Profitable, that means it makes a lot of money.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, but before we continue, why is called a cash cow? Yes, cow, vaca, cash, money. Why? Think about it in this way. Think about a cow. How many products can you make in a cow?
A lot.
Milk, cheese, cottage cheese, butter, lard, manteca, lard, skin, meat, oof, right? A lot. So that's why a business that has many means of making money is called a cash cow.
Okay.
Okay. Highly profitable, repeat, profitable
Profitable
business or product.
business or product.
Okay.
Highly profitable business or product. Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's go into brand awareness again. Well, think about it.
I think that is the extent to which the public
Yes.
are aware of a product, company, or brand.
Yes, brand awareness. What is this? For example, if you see a check mark on clothes or footwear, you know it's Nike, right? If you see the logo of a Puma, of course you know what it is. If you see a bottle in red and white letters, you know it's Coca-Cola. You know what it is. That's brand awareness. People know it. They look for it.
No, okay.
Okay. I'll tell you something that I just learned. Where I am from up north, the biggest company for bread, but you know, like that kind of bread for sandwiches. The biggest brand up north is called Bimbo. I don't know, you heard about it.
Yes.
Okay. And when I was a kid, we would just say, bring pan Bimbo,
Yes.
Bimbo bread. And at some point, it became that was the name to call it, right?
Yes.
And when I came to Central Mexico, like, no, pan de caja. So what's pan de caja? Is this? Pero yo le digo Bimbo. And my wife said, no, that's the name of the brand. You're right.
Yes, I understand.
That's brand awareness, right?
Okay.
Intelligent, smart people. No wonder they're rich. Okay, consolidation.
Mm,
What is your understanding to consolidate?
it's-
Juntar, no? Bring together.
mhm. Oh, okay. The bringing together of many things into a single unit.
Okay, good.
But okay, I don't understand.
No,
Why
no
is
entiendes?
I don't understand why is in this group of words. Consolidate.
Ahorita vamos a leerlo.
Okay. An appointment. Mm, 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 mm. Mhm. So I think that this word an appointment is different that what I am thinking, right?
Okay.
Because I can see anything that I think that it means. Because I know that an appointment is like a cita, no?
Mhm.
But
That's
I don't
correct.
see this here.
Okay. So that would be what? What do you think
In
is correct?
perspective, maybe mm, uh, hmm,
Okay. Let's try something else. Outside the box thinking, blue sky thinking.
okay. Thinking freely, creatively, or from a new perspective to help find solution to problems. Is that?
Okay. So thinking freely, creatively, or from a new perspective to help find solutions to problems.
Mhm.
Okay. Speculative results.
Results that are not totally certain because they are based
Be
on
careful.
guesses
Be
or
care-
incomplete
No,
A's.
no me pronuncias based. We have discussed this. Okay.
Oh my
Based.
God. Mhm. Okay. They are based on guesses or incomplete information.
Good. Yes. And what's a SWOT analysis?
Mm. Well, I think that is a method of
Yes. Analyzing
analyzing a business situation with four aspects. It's strange. Oh, okay.
strengths. Strengths.
Strengths,
Yes.
weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
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 Mhm.
Yes.
Amenazas. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Good. And so what's a appointment? A decision to give someone a job? Yes. Una cita. Ujú. Y sí, tiene otro tipo de definición. For us, an appointment could be when you go to see a doctor, you
Yes.
schedule a time, or to have a conversation with a lawyer, or
Yes.
in school.
Yes.
In this case, an appointment can also be a decision to give somebody a job.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. So let's go into the transcript. Are you ready?
Mhm. Okay. Oh, okay. When I was asked to do a presentation on where is going and what I can do to help it get there, my first thought was simple. Me. As you've already seen, I've got a lot of skills and the right kind of personality need to do a job like this. Here's a slide I made. You see that? That's my sales team. They love me. Certainly going to be sad to see me leave. Outside the box thinking, that's what I got. Okay. Okay, to start with, I did a careful SWOT analysis using the data I had available, which is obviously only partial. I looked such as competitors, online, visibility, changing technologies, and R&D. R&D. On the basis of this, I believe we were should carry out some careful market research, strengthen its brand awareness in secondary markets, and improve the flexibility of its offer. If this produces positive results, I think it should be possible to maintain the premium pricing policy.
Okay.
Here's the sales figures for the last job. I did all done to me. Blue sky thinking. Finally, to finish my presentation, I like to play you a song I wrote. Okay, that's enough. Thanks, Danny. Great. So does that mean I got the job? Oh my God. Well, we'll be in touch over the next 5 days to let you know. Okay, great. Thank you. This is how I predict a sales pattern will go. I have to emphasize these are only speculative results at the moment. The key words are caution, adaptability, and consolidation of main product lines. Web words, cash cows, if you like. It's important to be flexible yet reliable. Oh, and another thing is you need to improve the delivery times on your online orders. I hope all that's clear. Do you have any questions? No, thank you, Sarah. That's all very clear. You've given us quite a lot to think about. There, 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 there. Yeah. Yeah, thanks a lot, Sarah. We'll be in touch over the next few days to let you know about the appointment. Thank you both for your time. It's been a pleasure meeting both of you. Bye-bye. Bye. Yes.
Okay. So, any questions on vocabulary?
Mm, what is
R&D?
it? Oh, yeah. I don't know what is that.
Well, R&D means research and development. Pretty much engineering.
Research and development.
Yes. That's what I do. That's the area where I am in all my jobs.
Oh,
For example, I do a business analysis on new products, what type of materials, and most important, processes and how much they cost to make and to buy the raw materials. That's R&D, research and development.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
In Spanish, it's like consultoría, something like that.
No necesariamente desarrollo e investigación o investigación y desarrollo.
Yeah, but um, but the career, you know.
Oh, the career. Well, en sí, no es como una carrera. Because in R&D, you're always going to find electrical, mechanical, industrial, chemical engineers. And also you can find, I don't know, business administration people, depending
Mhm.
of what kind of position they have.
Yeah.
But usually in R&D is mainly engineers.
Okay. Oh, interesting. I am
Yeah.
learning.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Blue sky thinking. It's the same that we talk about the.
Think outside of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like.
that's what it is. Like brainstorming.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's watch the video. This is going to be interesting. Trust me. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
When I was asked to do a presentation on where webware is going and what I can do to help it get there, my first thought was simple. Me. As you've already seen, I've got a lot of skills and the right kind of personality needed to do a job like this. Here's a slide I made. You see that? That's my sales team. They love me. Certainly going to be sad to see me leave. Outside the box thinking, that's what I've got.
Okay, to start with, I did a careful SWOT analysis using the data I had available, which is obviously only partial. I looked at aspects such as competitors, online visibility, changing technologies, and R&D. On the basis of this, I believe webware should carry out some careful market research, strengthen its brand awareness in secondary markets, and improve the flexibility of its offer. If this produces positive results, I think it should be possible to maintain the premium pricing policy.
Here's the sales figures for the last job I did. All down to me. Blue sky thinking. Finally, to finish my presentation, I'd like to play you a song I wrote. Okay, that's enough. Thanks, Daniel. Great, so does that mean I've got the job?
Oh, we'll be in touch over the next 5 days to let you know.
Okay, great, thank you.
This is how I predict a sales pattern would go. I have to emphasize these are only speculative results at the moment. The key words are caution, adaptability, and consolidation of main product lines. Webware's cash cows, if you like. It's important to be flexible, yet reliable. Oh, and another thing is you need to improve the delivery times on your online orders. I hope all that's clear. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you, Sarah. That's all very clear. Given us quite a lot to think about there.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sarah. We'll be in touch over the next few days to let you know about the appointment.
Thank you both for your time. It's been a pleasure meeting both of you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Okay.
Mhm.
So what do you think?
Mhm. For the guy, it was uncomfortable, everything. And for the girl, she is very smart, no? And
Yes, she knows
yes,
what she's doing.
yeah.
And unfortunately, yes, there's people like that somehow they manage to, I don't know, believe that applying for a job is just easy, right? But it requires a lot of effort, also experience, and people that hire new employees, they need to be careful on the fact that they will hire the correct person. Now, unfortunately, pay salaries in especially in Mexico, they're not that good, you know.
Mhm.
So it's difficult to stay in one place for many years,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And somehow, especially in Mexico, some of the leaders or managers, they believe that we are still living in a time where older generations were used to think, older generations, like for example, my dad, or the generation of my dad, or even my older sister and brother, they believe they had to be in a place for a long time. And I said, well, that's not my case, especially me that I was educated in the States. If I find another opportunity, I take it,
Mhm.
right? And somehow we still have that conflict of people thinking the old way and new employees thinking the new way,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
let's see, are the sentences true or false? Number one.
Okay. Daniel lacks self-confidence in his presentation. False.
Okay, yes, he's very confident.
Mhm. Sarah has carefully studied the company situation.
True.
Mhm. True. Sarah has some suggestions about what the company should do. True. Daniel talks mainly about himself. True. Mhm. Daniel's presentation started. False.
Yes.
Sarah seems professional. True. Sarah invites the interviewers to ask her questions about the presentation. True. Both Daniel and Sarah make a good impression of their interviewers. False.
Yes. Okay, good job. Now, put the tips in the group. So
Um, okay. Can you hear me, teacher?
I believe there's some interference. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes. Now, yes, I can hear. So,
Show interest
yes, show interest in the company
in a
and job.
company.
Hi, teacher.
Yes. What's another one?
Okay, I can hear you now. Yes, research the company beforehand. Make a contact with all
Eye contact.
interviewers. Eye contact is no. Be too casual.
Yes. State your goals of your presentation.
Yes, ask if you no. Show that you have skills the job needs.
Yes.
Be relaxed, serious, and professional.
Mhm.
Allow time for questions.
Mhm. All of those are do's, right?
Mhm.
And don'ts. Talk
And
mostly about yourself and your achievements. No. Be too casual or informal. Well, you have to be careful what kind of position you're applying to.
yes.
And ask if you have got the job. That's a big no-no. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Good. So, whose presentation impressed you more and why?
In a bad way?
Okay, tell me.
In a bad way, the presentation of Daniel. Daniel presentation, it was really bad.
Okay.
Because he was talking about a lot of himself
Mhm.
and showing things that are not important for the business and be, I don't know how to say, very straight maybe, or
Too direct.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Sounds fair. Yeah. All right. Good. Any questions about this episode?
No.
No?
Yeah.
All right. So that's all for today. Good practice.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
A lot of information today. And
A lot.
before you go, can you help me with the daily survey?
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you so much, Daniela. Have a great day and take care of yourself. Try the chamomile tea, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you
Okay, take
for the
care.
advice.
Bye-bye.